What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. I do apologize for the delay. Uh, my computer was acting stupid, and so it is what it is. I do apologize. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, get up. Early bird gets the worm. This is going to be a quicker, shorter video because I do have to do something at the top of the hour. I have to go. But just wanted to get a video out. I am going to address a couple things, especially a video that a lot of people have sent me from a YouTuber. We're going to get into that. I'm going to tell you what that YouTuber told me, and yeah, we're just going to get into that here soon. So hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel. But you know what it is. You already know. You already know how I get into it. The real question is. All right, all right, all right, all right. I was able to update the emojis and everything. So hopefully you guys are seeing especially channel members, you're seeing new emojis, on your whenever, I mean, you should be seeing new emojis coming up. Um and especially if you're a channel member, you should see a new emoji. I'm trying to just kind of get in real quick to see if everything worked. Yep, I see the new emojis. I see them on there. They look awesome. You know what I mean? Especially if you are a channel member and you've been a channel member for a minute, you are going to see a new emoji. You're going to see the blurred the blurred AF emoji. If you're a new member, it's a couple things you're gonna see on there. So thank you, Roberta, Robin D, what is up? Dan the Man, what is up? Tracy Woods, what's up? Victorian, what is up? So I finally got the emoji stuff done. Finally got the emojis, and it so happened that my phone glitched, and I was able to go back to like when I first got started. Oops, golly. When I first got started with my channel, well, not with my channel, but when you first get monetized, you get all this list of stuff that you got to do, and my phone glitched into that, and I was able to do it, and I was like, "Oh snap, son!" do the studio. So I'm glad that that's good. Now you got custom emojis. If you guys want to use the emojis, there are custom emojis now available. So, all right, Persetta, what is up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, I want to be very quick with this. Where's my watch later? Okay, so I had, and I want to address this. I had, and I'm gonna share my screen before I get to the main topic. I want to get to, there's a video that came out, and it's from, let me share my screen because everybody, there's a couple people that sent me this, and shout out to Junior Network. I think, did Ty send me this too? Shout out to Ty and a couple other people, but they shared this video with me, and this is from Tiffany Bird Harris. The video, which is picking up some steam, Jonathan Major's perseverance is actually dangerous. And of course, I guess I'm the Avenger for Jonathan Majors. So I actually put a, I sent this young lady, I put it in the chat, that, I wanted to reach out to her to discuss before I make a video. Okay, I was being a little, I was being diplomatic because I feel like, sometimes I make these reaction videos and I might disagree with those people, but I've never like reached out to them and say, "Hey, would you like to just get on the channel because I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm close to the situation. Basically, what I said in my email, I'm close to the situation, so let's talk." You know what I mean? Because I don't want to do a reaction video without me at least extending my hand and saying, "Hey, would you like to come on and see?" You know what I mean? And discuss your side. Let's discuss this. And I might agree with you on some things. I might totally disagree with you on some things, but let's talk. And this young lady, declined, which is fine. She's, well in her right to decline. I did say that I was close to the Jonathan Major situation. You see, Kat is on here. And Kat, said, I disagree that this isn't perseverance. Jonathan Major was prosecuted by police officers who fabricated charges as girlfriend who changed her story after seeing the evidence, and a DA's office hungry for convictions against a high-profile black men. And she went into full detail about the jury didn't believe Galloway and Perez's theory that Major was abusive. They acquitted him of the charges relating to the intent. They were not instructed on justification, which is reversible error in New York. Judge Gaffney even encouraged an appeal on this issue. The prosecution didn't seek jail time at the sentencing. I mean, when I tell you, you know what I mean, that she went in, and I told her, me and Kat had a conversation that was like, hey, I want you to watch this because what I would need, because I'm going to do a reaction video, but I'm going to do a reaction video in a factual, non-demeaning type of way. I'm not just going to go at this sister. I don't know this sister from a great. You know what I mean? But what I wanted to do was to discuss with this young lady together. You know what I mean? So we could talk about the facts, because a lot of times when people are painting a perception of Jonathan Majors, what I found out is it's literally from a couple of clips. And then that's it. What's up, Ju? And shout out to Junior Network, because me and him has talked about this. He sent me this. So the only thing that she said was, you dropped a lot of information about the case here, but you didn't seem to understand the point on my actual video. It wasn't about his guilt or innocence. It wasn't about the court. It was about us. Which, again, if you watch the video, I would encourage you guys to watch this video before I do my reaction. You know what I mean? And, with that being said, I would, what I'm saying, would encourage you guys to, when I do make this reaction video, knowing that it's not, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people get mad at me because I defend Jonathan Majors. A lot of people do, and I'm gonna take this off the screen. People do get mad because I defend Jonathan Majors. There's people that's like, damn, is this the Jonathan Majors, defense team? What, are you on his payroll? All this and all of that, yada, yada, yada. People do that. People got a lot of stuff to say. Actually, I went and said what I said in my email on this, and my comment got deleted. So to me, it was already, not saying that I felt slighted, but I'm just going to go straight to the email. And if you're willing to come on to defend, I want you to defend your thought process on this. You're willing to make an essay. Let's have a conversation about your essay prior to me making a video. I tag you in it, and then you start attacking me personally or whatever. I don't know what you do. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make that video, you know what I mean? So we could be able to just have a genuine conversation. And, she declined. So when I make my video, hold on. When I make my video, trust and believe that reaction video is going to be rooted in truth, because you can't say, well, this has nothing to do with guilt or innocence, but use his court case against him, or don't use the simple fact of what that man felt at the time where he was getting prosecuted. You know what I mean? So give me just a second. I'll be right back. I got a quick phone call. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Um so like I said, I don't want anything to come off like I'm attacking his sister and all of that, because I think what I get frustrated about is people pick and choose what they want to say in these videos when they're painting a narrative of Jonathan Majors. And what pisses me off is that we never look at what is actually going on. And what did that man feel? Why are you only using the sound bites without the justification or without the context of what the sound bite says? Like, to be able to say, well, this guy doesn't deserve this because of these text messages that are, that was heavily redacted, and we don't have the full context. And with using this, it's saying this, but there's no full context of this. So that's what I got a problem with. That's all I got a problem with. So again, I would encourage you guys to watch it, and check it out for yourself, and let me know what you guys, until I make this video. And when I make this video, trust and believe, it's not going to be malice. I'm not going to go at this lady's head. I don't know this lady. I'm just going to rebuttal or counter what I heard. That's it. You know what I mean? So again, all right. So let's get to the main topic, which is Deadpool Wolverine won't say the MCU, but it will change it, and here's how. There's been a lot. What's up? What's up, Blue? What is up? And Blue, I'm gonna send you, if you want to check that video, I'm going to send you that video also. Um, if you want to check it out. You know what I mean? So you can see exactly kind of what I'm talking about, and you can let me know what you think. Roberta, you said, do they really care, or is it about money? Why do we do this to our own people? Well, there's a couple of things, Roberta, that I seen in that video that I will share with you. Um, I would say, okay, I got you, Blue. I would say there's a couple of things that I've seen in this video. One, I seen Christian feminism that I don't jive with. I don't jive with Christian feminism. What is Christian feminism? Christian feminism is when you use the Bible you use the Bible in feminism to tell black women how bad black men are, but never use that same energy for black women or for women in general. You know what I mean? And I'm not against empowering women. Don't get it. There's a pocket of people that I'm talking about. There's a pocket of women that use feminism and the church as a holy crux to go against men. And especially there's a pocket of them that use that does this in the black church. And I don't like that, because that's not the Bible that I read. Don't judge me, because the Bible literally says, you know what I'm saying? Don't judge the speck in your brother's eye while looking at the law, while having a plank in your own. So if you're going to judge, be yet judged, right? And when you use the Bible to justify a person's behavior, then you also have to use that same Bible to look at the characters, the people that is in the Bible, and where they was at their particular time, right? So if you're going to say Jonathan Majors, is a bad, had these tendencies, and you use the Bible and say, oh, well, why did Megan Good get with this guy at this particular time? Because he wasn't healed. He was, controlling, and he was using all these words off of sound bites. You didn't look at the court case, but after sound bites, which is okay. People could do what they want to do. But at the same time, you're judging what she was doing and say, oh, I don't think sis should have been in there and she should have had time to heal. Yes. But then if you look at the characters in the Bible like Saul, Saul who became Paul and became one of the writers for the churches in the New Testament, which Acts is the end of the Old Testament. Is the beginning of the New Testament. If you want to keep it real, you know what I mean? And how Paul was persecuting the Jews when he was Saul. But then when he had that revelation from the most high, and he knocked him off of his animal, you know what I mean? And then he went from persecuting to be one of the greatest writers in the Bible. But we don't say that wasn't his time. We never say that. And when people use the Bible to justify, to condemn people's behavior, and then when I go to Saul, who became Paul, it be like, well, why did the Most High want him to do, want him to be at that position at that particular time after he just got through persecuting, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites? Then you don't have an answer. So how in that? So if you don't have an answer for that, then you don't know what God's time it was when Jonathan met Megan. All I'm saying. So there's a lot of things that I can be able to point at and say, hey, you can't use the Bible, but then we have all these particular type of stories within the Bible that puts a foot in your argument. Because you don't know what somebody going through or who somebody needs. But we're so busy trying to be Pharisee, some people try to use the Bible and they're no different than the Pharisees in the Bible. Trust me, I'm not saying that I know the Bible back and forth, but trust and believe. I know my Grecian and I know my Hebrew. That's all I'm saying. Then if I don't know it, I go find out. So when you go when I'm looking at what she was saying in that's the only problem that I have. That's the only problem that I have. So, and then being able to use sound bites and clips, but not using the whole totality of what's going on, I got a problem with it. That's all. But let's get to this because I don't have that much time, and I spent way too much time on this. And again, I will make the video. I will do a reaction to it. I don't know when I'll be able to have it. I don't know when because I have to heavily edit it to be able to put my viewpoints in there. So, you know what I mean? It might come out later on. It might come out Friday or Saturday. I don't know. But I just want to kind of keep abreast of what's going on. But anyway, why Deadpool Wolverine won't say the MCU, but it will change it. From what I've been hearing about this movie, and I haven't heard any spoilers, so good. Because I'm not trying to get into the spoiler territory or nothing like that. But what I've heard is the way the movie is shot with, the amount of violence. There's a lot of jokes because it's Deadpool. If you read a Deadpool comic and you didn't come there for the jokes, that's not the comic book to read. And the movies is just like that. His movies are just like that. And what I found out as far as, with the character of Deadpool, what they're trying to do in this movie is tell a heartfelt story while having these jokes, well-timed jokes or whatever, but also give you a little bit more of what you haven't seen in the MCU, and that's that rated R. Why would this change the MCU? Well, a lot of people have been seeing the way that The Boys have been well received as far as a show and the way it's narratively written. And of course, the boys have been riffing and spoofing on the MCU. What I think will change, you're going to see more of more rated R, more serious tone movies going forward. Now, Deadpool Wolverine is not the first MCU movie to drop F-bombs or to drop the F-bomb. Remember, it started in Guardians of the Galaxy when Star-Lord dropped the F-bomb. You know what I mean? But you still have this rooted, grounded story amongst all this fantastical things that was going on in that movie. I love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Right? So what I'm seeing, what I think I'm going to see, and this is just a theory, is that if Deadpool and Wolverine is as successful as I believe it's going to be, right? I believe this movie is going to be highly successful. I'm thinking you're going to see more horror PG-13 going into rated R movies coming out of Marvel, and nobody's going to blink an eye. And the reason for it is that the MCU, as much as it's, how as good as it was, a little bit of that, serious tone kind of is missing from the Marvel movies. Not saying it's too kiddie, but take Thor: Love and Thunder, for instance. Little too goofy, a little too kiddish. You know what I'm saying? As much as I like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, it could have used a little edge to it. Right? There could have been a little edge to it. And of course, the death scenes and everything was super dope. Sam Raimi is always been good with that horror aspect. But because of shows like The Boys, there's always been this edginess that's been missing from the MCU, and I think it needs to be there. Right? I think it needs to be there. So what I believe going forward is that you're going to see a lot more harder PG-13 R-rated movies going forward. Now, would that help or hinder the MCU? Well, it depends how you do it. Make these people real people. If you gotta have writers like Marcus and McFeely, the Russo brothers, who are, from what I understand, are being brought back, for Secret Wars and Avengers 5, which is, to me, is still the K Dynasty until I hear anything different. Right? It's still the K Dynasty. So what I believe is that you're going to see more people clamoring for this because they want to see people be for real. You know what I mean? You don't want to hear language. You know what I mean? You got that with Tony Stark. And in the beginning of the MCU, he was sleeping with women, all of that stuff. You kind of was like a real dude. But I think that's been long. Like, the last person we've seen kind of be a real dude is Star-Lord. You know what I'm saying? You got that. Not saying, Spider-Man is Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I that's why I said hard PG-13, but R. Because a lot of people love The Boys because the way that you can get away with stuff. The way that you can be able to have conversations, it doesn't have to be Titans. Because remember, DC already tried that. In Titans, as much as it was cussing, it didn't sound right. Writing on Titans was horrible. Very bad. I like some of it, but it got horrible towards the end. But what we need is we need people to come back to Marvel, right? And I'm not saying Deadpool Wolverine is not going to save it, but if they fundamentally change the way that we look at these movies, you got me. If that's what I'm looking for these movies. Okay, real quick, because I do have to go because I have to take my kids to their doctor's appointment. Rashad Walker, what is going on? Got the newbie, the new member emoji, the vibe higher. No, that's not the vibe higher emoji, is it? I forgot which one did I put. But yeah, glad you got that you on board. You got the emojis, and you're right, William. Like it was, but it was a good PG-13. You know what I mean? The tone that at the time what we were going with, you know, he said, yeah, you did miss it, but you know, we got the replay. But I do have to get out of here because I got to get these kids up and at them. You know what I'm saying? So we can get to their doctor's appointment. But I think I didn't mean to spend so much time on the other thing. But you know, if I'm not busy, later on I'll make another live and we can actually just discuss it. All right. But you already know what it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
All right. Sorry again that I was late, you know, about the other thing, but I kind of want to discuss that, you know, since Junior Network and everybody was in here. But I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power. You might see me later. Where's my outro at? Let's get out of here. Let's get these kids going.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.